Welcome everyone to the day two of the 10 days publishing challenge. And this is the day two, and this is the day we are starting with publishing. And what we'll be looking at today is the low content creating of low content books. So, what are low content books? They are any kind of books with little or no content. And examples of such book, it can be notebook, it can be a journal, it can be planner, it can be sketchbook, coloring book, and any other books which contain minimal or low or no content. So that is what low content books is all about. And today we'll be looking at notebook, as I said, and what's the example I just mentioned now. I mentioned notebook, planner, journal, and so on and so forth. So we'll be looking at notebook today, and we'll be creating one and publishing one. So what's a notebook? Notebook, I can just call it notebook. They are like a blank or ruled pages for writing notes. That they are the notes that people do write inside, just like line notes, all the notes we do use in our various tertiary institution. Not only that, all the notes we do write something inside. They are the notebook. So before creating your notebook, you should take note of this. When creating your notebook, you make sure you use the right interior for your book. Since we'll know notebook are lined book, so definitely you'll be using a lined interior for your book. And the second thing you should note down is know the right book to model. We are creating a notebook, then if in any way you want to model any kind of book, then it should be notebook. I will show you during the practical, you will understand this point very well. And the second thing is know the size of your book. The size of notebook is different from the size of journal. The size of notebook is different from the size of coloring books, is different from the size of planner. Then you should know the right size to use. And the last is make sure you work with your margin lines. Make sure you work with your margin lines. I will show you everything during the practical. So after creating your notebook, designing the interior, the next thing you need to do is to create your book cover. And a book cover is any protective covering used to bind book together or to bind pages of a book, just like the cover of the book. It's simple as that. So, when creating your book cover, first you should do a thorough research to get the best cover to model. You know, this business of publishing, you have to look for the best. You have to look for the book doing best in any kind of books, any kind of niche you want to publish on. You have to look for the best book there and model it to design your book cover too. And the second thing is you have to calculate the size of your book to get the actual dimension of your book cover. And this is very important, and most people are making some mistake in this. Before you can design your book cover, you have to calculate your book. How many pages does your book have, and what is the dimension of your book? Those are the things you will use to get the actual dimension of your book cover. And the third thing when creating your book cover is just keep it as simple as possible. Too much of everything is bad. You understand? Too much of everything is bad. Too much of maybe too much of color. You input different color, different font. It's so bad. You have to keep it as simple as possible. And the third thing is finally, after creating your book cover, you need to publish your book. You need to publish your book. So when publishing your book, some things you should pay attention to is the title of your book. It is very necessary. It will determine whether your book will be listed up or it won't even show in Amazon search. So the title of your book is very important, and the subtitle, if necessary, if you have any subtitle, you can put the subtitle. The author name, which means your name as a publisher, or the name, any name you can choose to use any name, your name, author name, and the keywords. Like I said, in the first episode of this challenge, I said you will be given a chance to input 7 different keywords. So if anyone search for any of these keywords, your book will be listed on top. And the fourth thing is the category of the book. Books have different category. If you're creating a notebook, then you should find the perfect category for the book. So your book will be under those category. Make sure you go for the right category for any kind of book you are publishing. And the next thing is the setting your book price. Before you can set your book price, you have to do some research to know what is the price people publishing this kind of book are using. So you have to use that to make up your own price too. And the third thing, the last and the final one is after then you have to publish your book. So let's get to the practical aspect for you to understand better what I have been saying. And you have to note this, your book will take 48 hours for it to go live on Amazon. For people to get to see it on Amazon, it takes 48 hours. Why? The first thing, when publishing your book, if there is a machine which will check all your books, maybe the margin of your books, the interior, the cover, are they matched for Amazon to accept the book? After the machine accepts your book, then it will be the next thing, which, and that is why it normally takes 48 hours, is manual checking. There are some workers that they are in charge of checking your book. They are human being like us. They will check your book. If they are good with that, they will approve it and your book will go live. So let's get started to the first stage of our presentation, which is um publishing notebook. Yeah. So before, like I said, before we could publish our notebook, we have to do some research first. Let me quickly go on Amazon to search for notebook and let's see how it looks like before we can start creating one. So let me go on Amazon. Okay, let me go on Amazon and search for notebook and let's see what it will show us. I actually want to make this as short as possible, but if it takes long, it's for the best. So since we are creating notebook, let me search for, what should I search for? Okay, notebook for college students. Let's use this. Here we are. Let's see. Okay, taking notes manual. Let me look for the best one I can tap in and let's see the inside. I'm not okay with all the search. Notebook. I don't actually like all this thing it's showing. Okay, college notebook for college students. Let me go for this. I really don't like all what it has been showing me. So let me go for this. So these are some notebook. These are some notebook. Let me click on this. I think it's simple and the design is simple. So this is example of a notebook. As you can see, this is a perfect example of a notebook. I'm looking maybe if I could see the inside of the book. Product image gallery. I'm looking for the inside of the book. I think this is the inside of the book. If you pay attention to this, you'll see it's just a lined pages notebook. Just a lined pages notebook. I'm looking for maybe some kind of review. If any customer drop the picture so we could get to see it properly. I actually don't know why this thing is not fast. Okay, I think yeah, we got some. Let me see this. Let's see the inside of the notebook. Let me look for another book. I don't know why that one is so slow. This 5 subject notebook. Let me look for this. So I'm looking for the best book in this niche. So that is why if you can see this one has like 326 review, which means the book has sold more and more than 326. So that is why I'm going for this book. Okay. Wow, this is so good. As you can see, it's just a line book. It's just a line book, and that is what we will be creating too. Just a line book. If you notice, it's just a line book. Okay, so this is what kind of book we'll be creating. So for you to get your interior, which is the first thing we need, we have to go on any application, but I will be using Canva, and because that is the most simplest designing app you can get, and it's very it's a newbie friendly. So I'll be using Canva to design this kind of book. So before I go on Canva, I have to know the size or the dimension of my book before going on Canva. And normally notebook used to be 8.5 by 11 inches. That is what notebook used to be, 8.5 by 11 inches. And if you take note of most of this notebook on this search icon, most of them will be 8.5 by 11 inches. So that is what we will be looking at. So let me check this just for us to be sure the size of the book. Maybe I hope this one should show us the size of the book. And what, where is the size of this book? This thing is taking too long. I don't like. So as you can see, this is a notebook too. I'm looking for the dimension or the size. Okay, this one is 9.8 times 7.5 inches. So that is, I'm not using that. I'll be using the general and the well accepted dimension for notebook, which is 8.5 by 11 inches. Okay. So 8.5 by 11 inches. Let me check this out. 66,342. Wow, that is so good. So just check here. As you can see here, this is 8.5 by 11 inches, and that is the standard dimension for notebook. So what is the next thing is to go on our Canva app and create a notebook. So let me minimize this and go to Canva. So this is my Canva app. Remember, we are using 8.5 by 11 inches as our dimension. So if you don't have Canva on your phone, you have to go get it, and it will be better if you can get the there's a free package, there's a free plan, and there's a paid plan. It will be better if you can get the pro version of Canva. It's for your own good. So let's wait till this thing load. Oh my God. I don't like this thing taking too long. So, and all is for the best. So, if you want to create a new book, I already have plenty of this thing on my own. This thing. So, but we'll be creating a new book. So, click on this plus button or plus icon. Click on the plus icon and click on the custom size. you'll be given a chance to create your own site. But before, go and select inches here instead of the pixel or px. Select inches and input your the input of inches. We are using 8.5, that is the weight, and the height is 11. So this is 8.5 by 11 inches. So create new design. So I want to make it, maybe it shouldn't be more than 30 minutes before I done. So this is the dimension of our book. This is the dimension of our book. And you will be given a chance to use a interior or all other things. But since this is our first class, I will be creating it by myself. I won't be using any elements or any template. So I'll be creating it myself. So for you, in case there is no template for what you are designing or you don't get it, so just learn how you can do it yourself. So but before I start creating my book, first we need to, okay, let me go on first. So click on this plus icon, and okay, let me back first. So this is what I'm talking about. If you pay attention to this, you will see a line here, okay, that is the margin line I'm talking about. And if you're just using it for the first time, yours might not show this. So before you start getting your line, filling your pages with some line, you have to set a margin. And as you see here, my own margin is already in display. So if your margin is not displayed, just click on the three dots on top here, and it will give you some example. This is show margin and print bleed. If I remove this now, you see there's no page, the line is not there anymore. This is just an empty line without any line. So but for the purpose of this class, you have to use margin and the print bleed. So just click show margin and print bleed. So you will understand this in the long run. So after getting this page, now the next thing is getting your page filled up with some kind of interior. So just click on the plus icon here and come to elements and search for line. Line is already here, so just search for line. If not, just type line here and search for line and come to get this line, straight line. As you can see, this is a straight line, so this is a straight line. And before designing anything, make sure your straight line is stretch it till it reach the, make sure it doesn't, okay, this is my straight line, not exceeding my margin. If you notice, when this thing is exceeding the margin, you will see you'll be seeing some kind of like purple line showing, which means you are going outside the margin. And any designing you are making on this app, for it to be approved by Amazon, it mustn't cross the margin line. That is why margin is very important when designing. So this is my straight line. I've already gotten a straight line. Make sure it doesn't go outside the margin. Move it up here. This is a straight line, and click on the straight line here. Is not click, and click on the straight line here and come to line style. We need a pale line, not too bold. That one is too bold. And reduce the line weight into 2. You see, it will keep getting bigger and it will keep reducing. So let's go for 2. 2 is okay. So this is how many? Line style. Just 2 will be okay. So this is 2. Now the line is somehow thin and transparency. Go under transparency. The line shouldn't be that bold. Let me go for 50. Let me just go for 50. So the line is okay now. So let me zoom it to know where the line is actually is. So this is the kind of line I want in my book. So it's quite simple. Click on the line, you click on it and duplicate. As you can see, duplicate. So you can move it manually, or you use this notch. I normally use this so I could get a accurate line. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, this is 7, and it's clicked already. Just click on duplicate, so it will come down. Duplicate again, duplicate till your pages is filled up with lines. So this is accurate. Okay, this is accurate. I think this is not good because this thing is going beyond my my margin line. So which means this thing is too okay. Let me just move it up with one move. Okay, the next one, make sure it's accurate. So that is what I will be doing till I finish. As you can see, everything is set and is fit in. So this is our pages, this is our line pages, this is our notebook. So, and before you proceed, you have to know how many pages will your book have. And how do you get that? You can just go on Amazon to look for the similar notebook and see how many pages they are having. So let me quickly do that. Amazon, let me go here and look for how many pages does this book have. You can compare different books, not necessarily this only. You can compare different books, and normally notebook used to be like 100 to 120 pages. That is the normal notebook. Let me see the pages of this. Let me see the pages of this. If they reveal the pages, now some book description. No more wasting paper. This environmental 32 page dotted. No size. One product fiction. Okay, this one doesn't display the pages of the book. Let me look for another notebook. This is 100 sheet. As you can see, this is 100 sheet. So let's make our own book too to be 100. Let's make our notebook to be 100. As if you pay attention to this first one, it's 100 sheet. So let me go back and get my 100 pages set. So how can you get 100 pages of this? It's quite simple. Just click on the whole thing and come to this one sign, this icon. Click on it. As you can see, it's loading, and boom, it will bring us here. And this thing is already on this page. So just click. Let me delete this. Click on this and click on duplicate. So we have 2 pages. Duplicate. You can keep duplicating till you have your 100 pages. It's quite simple. That is what I will be doing, and for the sake of time, I can just do like this. I can select this. So I'll select it till it give me 10 pages selected and duplicate 10. So you have to just duplicate like 9 times for you to get the 100 pages. So 10 is duplicate again. So let me quickly get my 100 pages. So I have my 100 pages. I have my 100 pages ready, and boom, we are done creating our book. Click on this X sign. It will take you back to the normal pages. So we have 100 pages. So we are done creating our book. And the next thing is to save this book, to save this design. And when you want to save it, you just come to this sign here, not this download icon, but the other one, this last icon on top. Click on it. It will give you different option to download. Click on download and make sure you don't download the PNG format. That is the suggested format. Click on this and go for the PDF print. That's the best thing for you to download. Click on PDF print and click on download. Your book will download in seconds. Your book will be downloaded in seconds. So let's wait for this to download. No, I'm taking this step by step for you to understand that. After this, the other days will be brief and precise. So this is our first day. That is why I'm taking this step by step. So you've got your design. My book is ready and I can upload it. So the next thing we will move to now is designing the book cover. You know, our book is 100. We have just 100 pages of our book. So our book is 100. Just cancel. Let's go and design our book cover, and we'll be using Canva as well. Just come back to click on these home pages. And how do you get the dimension to use for your book cover? First, you have to, how do I put it? First, you have to curate the first pages of your design. That is the first thing you need to do. And just come back here. Remember our dimension we use in our previous design, it is 8.5 by 11 inches. Just click on 8.5 by 11 inches. Allow it to load. So we make our first design. This thing will take a long, I think. It shouldn't be more than 50 minutes till everything ends. So this is it. The paint blade is there and the margin line is there. So when designing, you can simply use a template, or you design from the scratch. So these are ready available templates you can use for your book cover. So let me see if I will be using a template or I should just design from the scratch. And like I said, before you design, you have to do some research. You should know the right design to model. Then let's go to our Amazon to look for the book that are doing well, and let's copy any good design there and make our own too. So these are, if you pay attention to this black book, Pocket Notebook, it is more than 60,000 review, which means the book is selling like pure water. So if you notice this too, this is 35,774 review, which means the book is also selling well. This one 9,462, the book is selling well. So, and if you pay attention to all these designs, they are very simple. No paparazzi, no color, no fonts. So they are very, very simple design. So I think we should go design something as simple as this. We'll be looking on to different form of design. The first day, as today, which is today, we'll be designing something very simple, just a plain color with a little write up. And maybe in our next day, we'll be going into designing with templates or designing with other form. So since all these design are simple, let's make our design simple too. Remember, we are designing a notebook, so let's just use a plain color. Let's use a plain color. Okay, I can use template and I will have to remove everything there. Okay, let me look for something simple. Look for a simple template which I can just delete. Okay, I think I will be using this. Let me use this. I will delete everything there now, so it will be plain, and I start editing. And one sweet thing about Canva is you can use a template, which means you can delete everything on the template and give out your own best design too. So how do I start? So this is the design. Let me start from deleting all this. Delete frame, delete all this. Okay, let me delete everything. I will have to delete everything. No, I need this back. I need this back. Okay, I will delete everything now. So as you can see, I've deleted some of the things I did not need. Left for me is to just adjust this and make out my great design from this. So let me start adjusting something. If you notice, this thing doesn't reach the beginning here and vice versa here too, so I just have to adjust everything. So when adjusting, just click on this and adjust it like this. Adjust it to this side too. Okay, same here too. Okay, same here. Let me use this notch to move it freely. Let me come here. No, this thing is like this. Let me just back a little bit. Okay, I think this is what I want. Okay, I think I have 3 equal size now. Let me see. Yeah, I have 3 equal size. And I make sure when typing anything in your design, make sure your text doesn't pass over or go over your margin line. So let me edit this. Just click on edit. I can write exclusive. Okay, exclusive. Okay, exclusive. Let me edit this too. Edit this. College notebook. Composition. Notes book. So this is what I've gotten. So I actually don't like it like this. I want something to be more bold. So let me edit this. I want it to be bold. Okay, let me use capital letter. Let me use capital letter to re-edit it. Okay, composition. Okay, this is capital letter. I still want it to be more bold than this. Okay, sometimes designing used to be somehow hard. Okay, just need something bold. Let me check it out like this. Exclusive, I want my exclusive to come down a little bit. I want it to come down a little bit. So let me use this notch to get the accurate. Okay, I still need this thing to be more bold. Okay, so I need this here, this small sign it will be. Okay, it will look good here. Just make sure your design doesn't go outside the margin. Okay, I think it's good like this. Composition, exclusive. Should I change fonts? If you want to change font, just come here. There are lots of fonts you can use. There are lots and lots of fonts you can use. There are lots of fonts you can use. I just want my exclusive to be somehow, no, not too bold. Okay. No, I said too much of everything is bad. Just make sure. I think I'm okay with the previous one. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Too much of everything is bad. So this font here is good. Just want to make it okay. And I will be duplicating this. Duplicate, I will still use it here. I'll still use it here. I actually don't know because since it shows remove watermark, I think it is for the paid version. How about this? Let me use this notch. I think it will make it easy for me. Designing used to take some time, so you have to. No. I already get what I will be using, so I think I will probably I will have to delete this. This thing is displaying underneath of this. So if you want to take it out, just come here, click on more, and send. You have the option of send backward, send to back, bring forward. I think it has been displayed here. Let me just change the color so you could see it. Let me change the color so you could see it. Okay, I think that is it. So, but I don't think I need it. Let me just delete it. If I need it, I know how to get it back. So I don't need this too. So what can I put here? Let me think. Think this design is making sense. Small. So what can I put here? Let me just put this first. Mm, let me delete it first. I can bring it back. I need this sign of something similar to education. I need it. So let me adjust it. So I think, and I will be needing some lines in case they want to put out they want to write their name on this front cover. So let me just go. Let me go here. Okay, let me go under this plus icon so I could get some line. Go to elements and click on line. This thing is taking too long. Oh my god. But since it's the first time you are doing this, so it have to be as long as this. Which line should I go with? Let me just go with a plain line. So I will be using different color, so it will, you will have to see it here. Okay, so, oh, black, no, brown is okay. Let me use black. I think I got a straight line, so I just have to duplicate it. Duplicate. Okay, let me delete it first. Okay, let me move it down small. I'm not that good at designing, that is why I'm just doing it step by step so you won't miss any part. Okay, let me now duplicate it. Let me duplicate again. I think I have 3 lines now. I think. Let me adjust it. Small. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This last one. 1, 2, 3. I think it's okay like this. Where can I put this? Is it okay here, or I should move it top? On the top. Let me move it on the top. Since you know how to drag it. Let me change the color. to white. So, and I should make it big a little bit. Okay. No, this thing is, I'm even liking it. So I'm not that good. I'm not too good at designing. So that is why. And I think this is best because we are making it as simple as possible. Where's this note so I could balance it? Okay, I think this is good. Let me adjust this to the center. Okay, I think this design is not bad. Oh, is it bad? So let's save our design. And when saving this design, this is not the design you will be using. This is not the design you will be uploading on Amazon. You just have to save this as PNG files. Save this as PNG. Don't forget, save it as PNG. Don't pay for it. Like I said, let me just go back and delete this. This is what is causing problem. I think it's good without that too. So let me save it as PNG. I really love that thing, But let me just save this as PNG file. So download. This is our design. This is our cover. This is the first cover. So you will understand it better now when we start moving further, you will understand it better. So this is our design. Save to gallery. So let me just oh let me create another cover. So you can do this and you may choose not to, but I really like doing it this way. I really like doing it, so I won't be stressing myself getting the color. So there's the back cover I'm designing. So I will make it as simple as ABC. It can just be a plain line. Let me just give it a color brown, since we are using brown. So we are good to go. Download it to cancel. Download. PNG. Don't forget you're downloading the PNG. Oh my god, all the 2 pages. So the 2 pages will download now. I should have done this before downloading this at the first. So the two will download and we have to proceed to the next step, and the next step will be exciting. And okay, so what is the next step now, since we've gotten our both the front cover and the back cover of our book? And the next thing for us to do now is to download or get our main book cover. Don't feel somehow when I said our main book cover. You will understand now. Okay, so the next thing for us to do now is to okay, you will understand now. Let's go back to the menu we are using. Okay, this is where we are. I think low storage. Just have to finish this. So I said when creating your book cover, we have to calculate the size of our book to get the actual dimension of our book cover. The first thing we did then was to just create the front page and the back page. So then we have to match both together now. Then how can we get the actual size dimension of our book? It's very simple. Just go on Chrome browser and search for book cover calculator. Book cover. I already know where I'm going, but just have to search it for, because you're just doing it for the first time. Click on book cover calculator. It's this all this process is quite simple. They are very simple. I didn't mean I'm designing it myself without teaching. I should have done like 3 design now. So type in book cover calculator. Book cover calculator. So come here and click on the first. This is the kdp.amazon.com book cover calculator. Click on this first on our search. So this is where we are going to calculate the dimension or the size of our book to get the actual dimension for our book cover. So, oh my god. So we are here on the book cover calculator page. So you have to input all these details. So the first thing is the binding type. You have to select paperback since we are creating paperback. And if you are creating hardcover, you will choose hardcover. So paperback. Interior type, we are using black and white, and the paper type is white paper. Page turn is left to right, and if you're writing Arabic book, it will be right to left, left to right. Measurement unit, we use inches. And interior trim size, don't forget our interior trim size is 8.5 by 11 inches. That is the size of our book. So this is it, 8.5 by 11 inches. And the number of pages, where it's 100 pages. Then so let's calculate the dimension of our book. So calculate the dimension. So this is the dimension of our book cover. This is the dimension of our book cover. This is which the full cover is 17.475 by 11.25 inches. Just note it down, because that is the dimension you'll be using to create your book cover. So that's the dimension we are going to use. As a newbie, you have to download it. If I'm the one doing it, I actually don't need to download it again. So just click on download template. Click on download template, it will be downloaded. And one thing about this is, if your phone doesn't have converter, you won't be able to get it. You just download the zip file, zip file. So this is it, and there is an application in which you can use to extract it to get the png file, which is the Z archiver. I already have it on my phone, so just once I already have it on my phone, that is how I'm able to extract it. And some phone can actually do this without using Z archiver, but this phone I'm holding now cannot do that. So let me go here now. Let me go under my files to see if it has been extracted or not. Let me click on download the space of this phone. Actually, this is my second phone, and this is the phone I do use mostly. I can't do this with my tab because most people won't understand it, and I'm used to this phone already. So let's see. Okay, this is the paperback. I can't open it unless I extract it first. So this is, let me click on extract. Done. need again. So this is it. This is, since I extracted it now, you will have two formats. The first one is the PNG and the second one is the PDF file. So we'll be using the PNG format. We'll be using the PNG format. So the next thing for us to do is to just go on Canva and get this set. So this is our book cover. This is our book cover, paperback book cover template, left to right, and these are all the details. So let's go to Canva. Remember the dimension of your overall cover, which is 17.475 by 11.25 inches. So that is what we'll be using. I'm trying to make this fast as possible. It's getting up to an hour. Oh my god. I think I won't be repeating this process any longer. I won't be repeating it any longer. So just make sure you understand this very well. So let's create a new design, which is custom size. Select inches here. Oh, not centimeter, inches. So our design size is 17.475 by 11.25. So create new design. So this is our new design. So, and we are set to create our main and ready to upload version of our cover book. So this is the design, and the first thing for you to do now is to just bring or just upload the extracted format of your book cover to this page, and let's see how it fits. Let's upload our extracted book cover to it. Had it been I'm the one doing it, I don't actually do this since I know the rules to follow and how to abide by those rules. So click on it, add to page. I'm sure it will be fitting to this page. Okay, so this is it. Then if you want to move this thing around, please, it is advisable for you to use this node so you won't make a silly mistake when doing it. Okay, then you have to move it with your hand. Just make sure you just don't move it anyhow. The last edge here and drag it to the last edge here. It's quite simple. The last edge to the last edge. Oh, no, it's too much. So, okay, this is now our cover. Okay, this is our cover. Make sure, and this is where most people do make mistake. I will try as much as possible to avoid those mistakes. So, and the next thing we are going to do now is to just bring out our front page and then our back page. Make sure anything doesn't exceed this margin line. Make sure anything doesn't exceed this margin line for your book not to be denied. And make sure your design or your writing doesn't reach this spine. The spine is the edge of your book. This thing, this denoted with this pink and this blue line. Make sure your writing or your typing or your design doesn't reach that side. Welcome back. And the next thing for us to do is to just select our front page and our back page. So let's select my front page and this last page and add to page. Okay, let me separate them. You go this side and you go this side. So make sure, let me use the notch so it won't go reach the spine. Okay, okay, and drag it down. Carefully do it. You have to be very careful. You have to be very careful. So your text won't go beyond the, if you notice, my exclusive already past the margin, so I make sure I just do it in a way it won't pass the margin. Let me just do this first. I can come back to that later to fix it properly. Make sure your text doesn't pass the margin. Make sure your text doesn't pass the margin. You can use this to cover this page. So this one is set. So no, no, I think it's okay like this. I think it's okay like this. I think it's okay. My text doesn't pass out the margin. I think it's okay like this. So this is my book cover. This is my book cover. And for the sake, and most time you can remove your book cover beneath this design, or you can just leave it like that, but I will advise you remove it. So let me remove it. For you to remove it, let me select these two. I have to select the two and make it transparent. Select multiple, 1, 2, and click on group. So I've grouped these two together. So transparency. So as you can see, my design or my writing doesn't pass out these pages. So let me just shift it. So let me shift it up. No, so I can do whatever I want to do. I can remove the one I used before, so I can remove it. Okay, let me just delete this and bring this back to its position. Now I will teach you the lazy man type, which the best way you can do it without undergoing all this kind of stress. Okay, where's the transparency? Cancel transparency. Oh my god, I think I made some mistake. Let me just back it so I could get my actual this thing. I don't need to. So you don't have to. You can just check the transparency, reduce the transparency to know if it fits in the design. So you don't need to remove the design. You can just leave it like that to avoid any form of trouble. So you can just leave it like that. since it fits in our design. So you can now save this design. You can save this design and make sure when you want to save this, save it as PDF print. That is the one we'll be uploading on Amazon. Save it as PDF print. So download, no, not PNG, but PDF print. PDF print. So download. Hey, so okay, so we have our design ready, and the next thing on our list is to go on Amazon and publish the book, and that is exactly what we'll be doing now. So let's minimize this and go to your kdp.amazon.com. I already have it on my phone. So where is it? This is my Amazon account. So go click on Amazon and upload your book. Since we have our interior ready and our book cover too is ready, so let's go on Amazon. And so these are some of my books I have. These are some of my book I have. So the next thing is create. Click on create icon button to create your book. So all what I explained will now be okay. So I want to make this as short as possible. So we are creating a paperback. So click on create paperback. I hope so. This is the first page. So the first thing is the title of your book. So I can't, let me name my book, since we are creating a notebook, exclusive lined notebook for note taking, college ruled notebook for students and teacher. You can break this thing down, but I actually don't like breaking it down. Teacher, comma, composition writing notebook. Composition writing notebook. So that is it. I don't need subtitle, no series, my name. I can put let me put my name, Abdulmuttalib Olamilekan Ibrahim, and that is it. So no contributor and description. So what is the description of your book? You can re-enter the title of your book, exclusive lined notebook. For note taking, lined, no. For note taking, then I should put college rule composition notebook. for students and teacher, and I can put 11, no, 8.5 by 11. Those are the description of the book. 8.5 by 11 inches, large notebook, 100 pages, lined notebook. Okay, that's the description of my book. And here they said publishing right. I own the copyright. Then click, you own the copyright, and here you have to choose the keywords. Like I said, you'll be given the 7 options to choose the right keyword. So I can exclusive notebook, students notebook, teacher notebook, hundred pages notebook. Composition notebook. Those are the keywords. So if they search for any of these keywords, my book will be listed there. So any other keyword suggestion? Let me use notebook for him. Back to school notebook. Back to school notebook. Okay, those are my 7 keywords. And choose category. So here you have to choose the category of your book. And how do you do that? Choose non-classified and click on literary collection and come down to diaries and journal. Click diaries and journal. So I've choose the category for the book. Save. I think I've saved it. Then what's the next thing? Low content book. Yeah, click on low content book. Since it's a low content book, does this book contain language, situation, or imaging appropriate for children under 18 or of age? No. No. So save and continue. Click on save and continue. Save successful and continuation. Okay, this thing is getting too much. I hope you watch it till the end. Okay, so here publication date, Amazon will use that. Publication without ISBN, low content year. So black and white, that's the interior of the book. And trim size, we are not using 6.9. Then select different size. Click on select different size to get the actual size of the book. So we use 8.5 by 11 inches. This is it. Click on it. Okay, so no bleed, matte is okay. And here, this is where you will upload your paperback. So click on upload paperback. Oh my god, I haven't renamed it. So definitely I will find it here under download. So where is it? No. Let me click on documents. It will probably be somewhere here. I think, oh my god, 2133. When did I create it? 2133. So for me to quickly identify the book, I will go under my files to rename it so I can identify it here on time. Let me go under my files to rename the book. Okay, that is what I will be doing now. So in case for you to easily identify it, you can rename it in your files. That is where you will locate it easily. So download. So this is it. Let me rename it. This is the first one. I'll name it as exclusive. Okay. Exclusive paper. Okay. Exclusive paper. Rename. And I will name it this one as exclusive cover. Exclusive cover, so I can identify it easily doing this. Okay, so let me go back to where we are uploading our book. Okay, so upload paper manuscript. I'll just search for exclusive paper. That is the manuscript of our document. Exclusive paper. Why is this thing not showing? Oh my god, is something wrong? And here is my manuscript, so I'll just click on it. I just save another one now because that one I'm having trouble with that. So this is my manuscript, this document. Click on it. You click on your document and upload it without wasting time. And after uploading your manuscript, then you have to move to your book cover. So I will show you how to do that too. Let's wait for this thing to upload. Finish. I think I'm having issue with the network here tonight. That is why the thing is not going smoothly. This thing should just do on time. Okay, so save successful. Then let's move to our cover. So create, just click on upload the cover you already have. You understand? Upload the cover you already have. Don't click on this, just upload your cover. So files, I save the cover with exclusive cover. Yeah, here's the cover. So let's upload that too and give it some time to load. Okay, the next thing now is to launch preview. I've uploaded it. It will show here now. I'll click on launch previewer, and after then I will move save as draft, then publish. So I think the network here is so bad. Okay, let me click on launch previewer. So this thing normally take like up to 2 to 5 minutes before it show out the previewer, because here it is where you will know the kind of mistake you made when creating both your book interior and your book cover. So let's wait and see. It normally take time, like I said. So if there is any mistake, it will show here. I think, wow, this one is so fast and no fucking mistake here. So if it shows your book like this, it means there is no mistake. and if there is mistake, it will list those mistake here for you to just go and visit. Okay, so this is the previewer of the book. Then what next? Click approve. I think I even like this book. It's simple and it look like real school notebook. Okay, the next thing is save and continue, and this is where you will move to this is where you will the next stage will be setting the book price. I already have a price in mind because most notebook sells for $6 to like $10 on Amazon. So, and that is the range of the price I'm setting to. So